But with all respect, you cannot put on the American people that Democrats were the one that were hurting people, making this plight.
Who was casting the votes against opening the government? Democrats or Republicans?
Who was
casting the votes?
Scott, who was wanting to cut SNAP benefits?
Nobody.
Republicans
voted to fund SNAP 15 times.
SNAP benefits after 2 courts ruled that it was unallowed.
Republicans voted to fund SNAP 15 times. Democrats voted to defund it 15 times.
And we had to get the affordable health care.
That's Scott Jennings absolutely obliterating celebrity Nepo baby Dylan Douglas on CNN, using real data instead of Hollywood buzzwords. Because here's the truth, Democrats tanked the government just to defend a failed policy that's been bleeding Americans dry for years. It looks like this shutdown blew up right in the Democrats' faces. They tried blaming Republicans, but reality doesn't lie. Obamacare's been a total train wreck from day one, skyrocketing premiums, fewer options, and billions funneled to corporate mega insurers. Jennings laid it out perfectly, and the CNN panel couldn't handle a single fact.
One thing that came out of this entire fight is that the healthcare system in this country Obamacare has been exposed as a complete and utter failure. We all know it now. Everybody admits it. The other thing that came out is that Democrats are willing to make people suffer. And you heard Democrat after Democrat today say, well, we just couldn't prolong the suffering. So they admit that their political tactics were designed to inflict suffering on the American people. We also learned about cynical politics in this. But the overall issue of health care is going to have to be dealt with because the system has failed. Everyone, I think it's bipartisan now, admits it. But I'm not sure that having Mike Johnson commit to giving billions of dollars to insurance companies for insurance that's not getting any better, it feels like it's getting worse to the American people, is going to make a difference. I could see Democrats and Republicans coming together to discuss that, like if we're going to spend this amount of money, should we be just giving it to insurance companies or should we be doing something else with it that would actually have a chance of making it feel like you could get seen by a doctor and get a better health outcome? But what we're doing now, writing checks to health insurance companies, is not getting us any better outcomes at all.
It's wild how long the media has been running cover for this disaster. Affordable care, please. Obamacare turned into corporate welfare. 101, premiums are exploding, up a median 18% this year and projected to surge again in 2026. The average family plan now costs nearly $27,000, with workers shelling out almost $7,000 out of pocket, up 24% since 2019. That's not compassion, that's control. Washington's using subsidies and mandates to trap families in a broken system, while lining the pockets of the same insurance companies they pretend to hate.
To hear horrible stories. People are not going to be able to afford their insurance. I don't think even with subsidies, they're going to be able to afford the premiums that are hiking up 100, 200, 300%.
Wasn't Obamacare supposed to fix that?
Not without the universal. I mean, there's
Affordable Care Act. Affordable was the first word.
The Republicans have been chipping away at the ACA, and I think this is going to be the death of the ACA, but it's also going to be the death of some Americans who don't go get screenings, who don't get diagnosed early enough in order to get treatment, who go in and instead of being stage 1 cancer are going to be stage 4 cancer. And we're going to hear horrible stories because Americans are going to choose to drop health insurance that they cannot afford. And we as a country have got to figure this issue out.
Affordable coverage? Not anymore. Obamacare is now so expensive that even the subsidies can't hide the pain. Middle-class families are seeing premiums double or triple as temporary aid expires. That's a 136% spike for a family of 4 making $66,000, their costs basically doubling overnight. Democrats built a cartel between government and insurance giants like United Health and CVS, whose profits have more than doubled since the ACA just last year. Medicaid expansion funneled $126 billion federal dollars straight into their accounts. This was never about helping the poor. It was about paying off allies and buying votes with your cash. So what do you think? Was Obamacare designed to fail from the start so they could push full government control? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and see you next time, boys.